Hello, and welcome into my world. I'm Cerise. Welcome to my channel, and I am freaking out. This makes me very uncomfortable because this is my second time making this video, and the first time I did it, it's flawless, and now I'm feeling some kind of way. So please bear with me, but I just want to say, like, life has really been lifing. I don't know about y'all, but this season that I'm in, excuse me, has been very, very challenging. I've lost a lot, but I'm learning even more. And one of the biggest things that I'm so grateful for is having community. And my friends and my family, I am so grateful for all of them. And if they're watching this, thank you. I love you. And being in a space of asking for help and telling people and being vulnerable to say, like, I'm struggling. I need help. And for a long time, I would just suffer in silence. I was a person who did not want people to see me struggle. And so when I would have these issues in the past, I would just bite the bullet and keep it moving. And from someone who is in therapy and working through childhood trauma, I've realized that I've never been in a space where I felt loved enough to show up as my authentic self. And I'm grateful because as I worked on myself and as I still am working on myself, I have attracted so many beautiful people into my life in this new season that I'm in. And I can no longer suffer in silence. I can no longer keep my mouth closed to say, like, hey, I don't have to share this with you and I'm going to pretend that everything is hunky-dory and everything's okay. And that's not healthy for myself, and it's not healthy for the relationships that I have with my community because I'm not showing up as myself. And I'm so used to being a giver, I am not comfortable to receive. And my grandmother always taught me, you should always be the lender and not the receiver. And that's something that stuck with me for a very long time. She told me that when I was a child. And that's something that I pride myself on. And whether it's giving advice to friends or family, whether it's giving money, giving them opportunity or resources, I have always been in the space of being able to give, which is a beautiful thing. But the other part of that, the other beautiful part of having community is being able to receive, especially in your time of need. And I had to really humble myself and be honest and truthful and say, I need help. I am struggling. I am down bad. And whether it's from a financial perspective, whether it's from an emotional perspective, even from a spiritual perspective, I was spiraling down in all of those areas. And so I say all that to say, if you have community, healthy, emphasis on the healthy, because sometimes we are connected to people that is related to our trauma. We are connected to people who are deeply rooted to our pain. And those are the people you need to let go of. I'm talking about healthy community, people who are actually pouring into you and allowing you and encouraging you to be the best version of yourself. One of the greatest things that I've experienced in this season is people actually loving me for being myself, my true authentic self. Not the identity I created, not this resume portfolio I made to seem like I'm perfect, but I'm talking about downright ugly, just nasty, whatever. Like, I could just show up as whatever, and my friends and my family are like, we still love you, and you are enough. And so not feeling like, hey, if I'm not making a certain amount of money, I'm not good enough. If I don't have this job, if I don't have this title, if I don't reach these goals, then I'm nothing, I'm worthless. And that is not true. You are worth more than all of those things. And I'm saying that to you, but I'm also saying that to myself. And that's something I have to constantly remind myself of, is that I am enough. I am more than enough. I am more than capable. But in this season, it's time for me to stop isolating myself from people who genuinely want to be there for me. But when you haven't been in a space where people are authentically showing up for you with nothing else in return, you find it very hard to believe. And sometimes that's connected to your self-worth. Sometimes that's connected to, your past, your childhood trauma, certain relationships that make you feel like you're not worthy. And you have to remove yourself from that ideology. And so in real time, right now, in real life, I'm not speaking in past tense. I mean today, as I was crying last night, today, asking God, I need help. I need guidance. I need strength. Right now, I just got vibes and tears. I don't have anything else to give right now. And it's a space of just being honest about that. And before, I would lie and be like, you know what? I'm good. Baby, I'm not good. I will be. But in this season, it's time for me to learn. And it's time for me to let go of this identity that I created myself, because I felt in order for me to be accepted in society, I have to look like this. I have to perform like this. I have to make this type of money. I have to have this type of body. Like, all these ideologies that I've created for myself are falsities in order for me not to show up as my authentic self. And now I'm having this ego death. And now that I've lost so many things in this season, I can no longer rely on the identity that I've created for myself to protect me, that I thought was protection. It's not real. That's an illusion. And now God has shown me, like, he's like literally just cracked everything, and I'm looking at a broken mirror, and I'm like, you know what? It's time for a change. It's time to do something different. It's time to think different. And realizing that I have legitimate trust issues, and my friends hold me accountable, and I'm very grateful for that, because they're like, bro, if you would just listen for a second. This is Birkin Williams, by the way. She's my niece and also my support animal. This is her little toy, and she loves it. Thanks, Birkin. So, with that being said, my friends had to remind me, like, you are not the only person going through this struggle. My friends, baby, we are all going through the same thing in some facet. Everybody's having mental breakdowns. We're all crying. We're all asking God why. We're asking how are we going to make it? Where's the way going to come from? We have no idea. We're just having faith and believing that things will get better, and they will. I know it will, because this is not my first time seeing the bottom. I've been in worse situations, and God has brought me through tenfold. But this time, it just feels like when you lose so much at once, just know that God is making room for you in order to receive that big blessing. But sometimes we don't make space for God to bless us. And if we don't do it, God will evacuate whatever that needs to be done so you can receive whatever you need in order to go to the next level of your life. And that's the journey I am on. But I want to say, when you have healthy community, it is okay to say, I need help. It is okay to say, I am not fine. It is okay to receive love, money, hugs, therapy, whatever you need. It is okay. And you're not inadequate. You are not somebody who you shouldn't feel like, oh, I'm not good enough because I can't show up with these things. Please do not allow capitalism to make you believe that you are not worthy for success, whatever that definition is for you. But it's not true. All of this shit is the matrix, and we're trying to just break through. But as I'm saying this to myself and all of you guys, do not give up on yourself, and just allow people to authentically be there for you. But also, be there for yourself. Make sure that you are pouring into yourself daily. And I know there's going to be some days where you're like, I don't even like me today. I'm not even feeling me today. And that's okay. Every day is not going to feel amazing. But every day you can learn something new. Every day you can strive for something different. I am petrified talking on this little baby microphone and sharing my thoughts and my feelings to the world, but you have to do it afraid. Take the risk, especially when you feel like you have nothing to lose. When you don't have nothing to lose, baby, just shoot all the shots. nothing beats failure but a try. And failure has shown me some of the most humbling lessons that I ever could imagine. So make sure that you are trusting yourself, forgiving yourself, loving yourself, and allowing people to actually be there for you who care about you, who create safe spaces for you, and who's not tying you to what you can do, but it's about who you are. Because your character is the real currency in how you show up for yourself and others. Not what you can bring, not how much money you have, not how cute you are, not what race you are, not what you identify as. It's just you, the pure essence of yourself. So today, I am going to say, allow people to be there for you genuinely who want to help you. Because we need community. We cannot do this shit by ourselves. Like, nobody can do anything by themselves. I don't care if you're Jeff Bezos. I don't care who you are. Nobody gets through anything alone, healthily. There's some form of community somewhere. I don't care if it's from your therapist, your pastor, your shaman, your best friend, your family, whoever. We're going to get through life together, and we don't have to separate or isolate ourselves to get to our goals. So be gentle with yourself, take one day at a time, and I'm here for you. Like, comment, subscribe, put your name down at the bottom where you're from. Like, let's come together. I know what it's like to isolate myself. I know what it's like to feel like there's nobody in the world who loves me. There's nobody in the world who will actually be there for me. And that's not true. So if you have people, great people in your life, allow them to be there for you. And if you are fighting for your life every single day, please do not give up on yourself. Please do not give up on yourself. Please, listen, please do not give up on yourself. And I know that's easier said than done, because that message is also for me. And every day I have to remind myself that greater is on the other side. I just have to go through. But in order for you to get to, you have to go through. And there's no shortcuts to this shit. So you have to walk through the fire. And I have to pray to God to say, not to remove the storm, just give me the right equipment in order to weather it. But in order for me to get to where I'm going, I gotta go through it. And feel the emotions that you feel, and then release it and let it go. Those intrusive thoughts that you had, those negative self-talk that you have, you gotta let that go. And it might not be easy, and it's not going to be easy, but every day you have the opportunity to strive and to be better. I love you, pour into you. I want to, a special thanks once again to my friends and my family. It's been a very, very hard time for me. It's been very, very hard. But every day, somehow, it just gets a little bit easier. Why? Because every day, I'm pouring into myself some level of positivity. Every day, I'm pouring love into myself. Every day, I am finding ways to help me understand that I am worthy for all the greatness in my life, and not just, oh, I'm only good for the bad things. No. But this is a season that I have to get through in order for me to get to the other side. So everyone out there who's going through the same season as me, you are not alone. You have community with me, and I hope that we can have more community together with everyone here who watches this video. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing day, and stay tuned. There's more to come. See you next time.